Hey there, my name is David, and this is the Restyle File. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and eBay, and I also can sign on the RealReal. Today I have a What Sold video to cover my sales from Sunday, August the 13th through Saturday, August the 19th. I'm going to let you know what items are currently selling in my inventory. That way it can inform you on what items you may want to pick up in the thrift store. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and of course make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. This is my second week of my free trial with Poshmark promoted closets, and it also turned out to be a pretty strong week. Not as good as last week, but definitely better than any of the other weeks I've had previously. So we are starting with Sunday, August the 13th. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was a vintage 50s Kelly style handbag pocketbook in taupe faux leather, and it sold for $35, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $28, and I paid $10 for that purse at Goodwill, so my total profit is $18. I didn't really know much about the style of handbag. I was fortunate enough that someone commented on my listing with the style of the handbag so that I could potentially update that information. The next sale on Poshmark was Tommy Hilfiger jeans vintage Y2K 90s cargo patch pants size large. They sold for $45, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $36. I paid $15 for those pants at the boutique section of Goodwill, so my total profit was $21. I typically only source Tommy Hilfiger if it's either made of incredible materials or if it's very stylish, which these were definitely a product of their era. On eBay, I sold a Born Bandy Green Southwest Blanket Aztec Boho Comfort Clogs size 10. They sold for $50, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $41.24. I paid $10 for those clogs at Goodwill, so my total profit was $31.24. I've said in previous videos that Mondays and Tuesdays are typically my slow days where I have only 1 or 0 sales, and Poshmark Promoted Closets appears to be helping out with that because both the days were packed. Starting with Monday, I had 5 Poshmark sales. The first sale was a Stubbs and Wooten Palm Beach pink brocade jacquard wedge mules size 6.5. They sold for $50. After Poshmark's fees, I received $40. I paid $7 for these on a half off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $33. Stubbs and Wooten makes flats and loafers and apparently also mules, and they retail for a lot of money, but it can be a little bit style dependent, and they're not typically quick flips. I had those for probably well over a year, year and a half before they finally sold, although they were kind of a small size. The next item to sell on Poshmark was a vintage 80s Wawmaker Frontier Clothing Western Jacquard Satin Vest, size large. It sold for $40, which was my full asking price. After Poshmark's fees, I received $32. I paid $2.50 for that vest on a half off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit is $29.50. Wawmaker is a vintage sort of Western wear, but almost like costume wear almost brand, and I've heard that some of their stuff can do well. You just want to check comps. The next sale was a Travis Matthew Quater the Moneymaker golf shoe, size 9.5 in blue. They sold for $65. After Poshmark's fees, I received $52. I paid $13 for these shoes at Goodwill, so my total profit was $39. These weren't an instant flip. I think I did have them listed for probably a month or two, but I had had 2 pairs of these shoes, and they both sold over the last 2 weeks. The next sale was a vintage 80s Saxony leather geometric design sweater size large. It sold for $30, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $24. I paid $2.50 for it on a half off day at Texas Thrift, so my total profit on that sweater was $21.50. Comps for these types of sweaters by Saxony with the leather detailing are usually much higher, but this one did have a fair amount of damage. The last item to sell on Monday was a We the Free People Annalie Ombre purple green shirt jacket size small. It sold for $36, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $28.80. I paid about $10 for this jacket at Goodwill, so my total profit was $18.80. The comps for this jacket were much higher than what I sold it for, like in the 60s and 70s and even a couple in the hundreds. But there were so many of this listed that I didn't really want to wait around forever. I was much more interested in a quick flip. The next day of sales was Tuesday, the 15th. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 2 Depop sales. The first Poshmark sale was a Harley Davidson Cycle 90s black cutoff asymmetrical shorts, or jorts, size 36. They sold for $20. After Poshmark's fees, I received $16. I paid $5 for these shorts at Goodwill, so my total profit was $11. These jean shorts were actually in my first ever video on YouTube, which was a haul video. But shortly after that video, they fell into my death pile and I did not list them forever. I eventually did list them, and even then they did take a while to sell because they're asymmetrical. I don't think that was intentional, but I thought someone will probably like them. The next sale on Poshmark was an Anne Fontaine gray pinstripe wool blend ruffle collar pantsuit size 8. It sold for $100, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $80. I actually only paid $2 for this suit at a consignment shop, so my total profit was $78. That's an absolutely fantastic profit on that. And when I saw this at a consignment shop here in Houston, I was a bit surprised at how low it was marked. But I found that one of the consignment shops I like to go to, they have a rack where everything is under $5, and I guess it must be the stuff that absolutely won't move, which I can understand for this area that a wool suit would probably not do too well. I scooped it up thinking I might send it into the Real. They probably would have priced it at about 150 or 190, but I thought, let me go ahead and list it real quick myself, and I'll just send it into the Real if it doesn't sell in like half a year or so. And it sold fairly quickly. I think I only had that listed for a little bit over a week. Next were my Depop sales. The first one was a vintage 90s Y2K polka dot navy blue midi dress. It sold for $31.50. After Depop's fees and the cost to ship the item, since I offer free shipping on Depop, I received $20.57. I paid $2.96 for this at a family thrift center where I had a coupon, so my total profit was $17.61. I love whenever I sell an item that doesn't have a size tag, but I also worry that it then enables me to continue buying items without size tags. Do you buy items without size tags? Let me know in the comments below. The next item to sell on Depop was a Guns N' Roses distressed shoelace t-shirt size large. It sold for $20, which was my full asking price. After Depop's fees and the cost to ship the item, I received $13.22. I paid $1 for this shirt because I picked it up at the Goodwill bin and it weighs nothing, so my total profit is $12.22. The next day of sales was Wednesday, the 16th. I had 1 Poshmark sale and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was a Levi's 724 high-rise straight leg ankle crop jeans size 31. They sold for $20. After Poshmark's fees, I received $16. I paid $3 for these jeans on a half-off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $13. Next was a Papilio Birkenstock red tassel slip-on comfort walking mules size 39, which translates to an 8 to an 8.5 in US. It sold for $35 on eBay. After eBay's fees, I received $28.94. I paid $4 for these at a charity resale shop, so my total profit was $24.94. The next day was Thursday, the 17th. I had 6 Poshmark sales and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was a Chi London maternity premium lace midi dress size 4. It sold for $40, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $32. I paid $6 for this dress at a family thrift center, so my total profit was $26. I had that dress forever, and Chi London is a brand that is apparently sold on ASOS. Should have been a red flag to not pick it up at that point. It took forever to sell. It sold okay for a decent price, but not one that I'm personally invested in ever picking up again. This next brand I would absolutely pick up again if I ever saw it in the thrift. It was a Stein Goya Mavlin Abstract Floral Midi Dress size extra small. It sold for $100, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $80. I paid $8 for that dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $72. I was not familiar with this brand, but I thought the brand label looked interesting, and it's a pretty expensive retail. Turns out to be a designer label. It's accepted by the Real, not priced terribly there as well. But I thought I'd list it myself, and it sold for a great price, $100. The next sale was an Anthropologie Florite Silky Viscose Sleep Floral Shirt size small. It sold for $15. After Poshmark's fees, I received $12. I paid $1.75 for that shirt at a family thrift center outlet, so my total profit was $10.25. The next sale was a Diane von Furstenberg Silk Nylon Blend Wrap Dress size 8. It sold for $40, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $32. I paid $5.20 for this dress at a Goodwill, so my total profit was $26.80. I don't know why I feel such frustration at Diane von Furstenberg. I think it might be because I'm expecting designer payouts since it is a designer label, but at the end of the day, I'm finding that even with wrap dresses, Diane von Furstenberg is bread and butter. It is not lobster and Cheddar Bay biscuits, it is bread and butter. The next sale was a CC Filson Company Ranger graphic t-shirt size medium. It sold for $20, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $16. I paid $5 for this shirt at Goodwill, so my total profit was $11. Filson is a fantastic brand, and I almost always pick it up, but it appears that graphic tees may not be where it's at. Shorts, outerwear, base layers, any of those things you should absolutely pick up, depending on the price point, of course. But t-shirts, I had that t-shirt forever, and I am used to my Filson inventory flipping in less than a week, and usually for much higher payouts than this. The next sale was an Intimately Free People Cozy Cool Girl Cardigan size small. That's the style name. That's not what I called it. It sold for $20, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $16. I paid $5 for this cardigan at Goodwill, so my total profit was $11. Goodwill actually had this marked as a bathrobe of sorts, and the comps for these are usually a bit higher than what I accepted for it, but mine was pretty worn, and it also had some bleach stains, so I was mostly just interested in making a profit. I actually found another one in gray. I think I wore it in last week's What Sold video, but I believe I'm keeping that one just because it's comfy. Who doesn't want to be a cozy, cool girl? And the last sale for Thursday was on eBay. It was a Tommy Hilfiger jeans vintage 90s Y2K logo waistband jeans size 32. They sold for $51, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $43.38. I paid $7 for these jeans at Goodwill, so my total profit was $36.38. These also stuck out to me. It reminded me of that sort of early Y2K era where people wore like Calvin Klein underwear with the waistband up. That way you can see it peeking over the jeans, but without actually doing that. Now, last week I had a surprise on Friday in a $0 sales day. But this Friday, absolutely not the same beast. I had a monster Friday. I sold 6 items on Poshmark and 5 items on eBay. I was like, who am I? Am I Kaylee Elaine? What? I'm here for it though. The first Poshmark sale was a Levi's 90s USA made 501 straight leg black jeans size 36 by 34. They sold for $32. After Poshmark's fees, I received $25.60. I paid $7 for these jeans at Goodwill, so my total profit was $18.60. Next was a vintage designer's edition 90s oversized fur shearling green coat size extra large. It sold for $85, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $63.50. I paid about $5 for this at a pay by the pound bodega. It was fairly heavy, And because of that, I also did have to pay for an upgraded shipping label on Poshmark, but it was only about $4.50 more. Since my cost of goods was relatively low into this jacket, I was perfectly fine with paying that. So my total profit was $58.50. Total style pickup, but for whatever reason, this jacket had a lot of attention. It had messages on eBay, and it also had a lot of likes on multiple platforms. The next item to sell on Poshmark was actually a bundle of 2 items. The bundle included a leisure season linen blend boxy t-shirt and a Roundtree and York pleated dadcore jeans, size 32. The bundle sold together for $19, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $15.20. I had $5 into those items because one of them came from my personal closet, so my total profit on that sale was $10.20. The next item to sell was a Betsy Johnson Bubblegum Barbie pink insulated lunch bag. It sold for $16, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $12.80. I paid $1 for this lunch bag at a pay by the pound bodega, so my total profit was $11.80. Next sale was an Onaya all-purpose shorts size large, which were new with tags, but they did have a defect on them, a small stain on the back. They sold for $30, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $24. I paid $5 for these shorts at Goodwill, so my total profit was $19. And the last sale on Poshmark for Friday was an opening ceremony fingerprint jacquard skater dress size large. It sold for $25. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20. I paid $3 for this dress at a family thrift center, I believe on a day when I had a half off coupon. So my total profit was $17. Next were my Friday eBay sales. My first eBay sale was an Anthropologie moth dark green boiled wool hooded coat size medium. It sold for $75, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $63.15. I paid $4.50 for this jacket on a half off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $58.65. The comps on this particular coat were really, really good, so that's why I was willing to pick it up. Anthropologie and Anthropologie brands like Moth are super hit and miss, so make sure you're checking comps. That one sold in less than a week. The next sale on eBay was a Bob's by Skechers black cat face slip-on flat size 7. They sold for $25, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $20.39. I paid $6 for these shoes at Goodwill, so my total profit was $14.39. The next item to sell was an H&M double-breasted neutral houndstooth brown pantsuit size 10. It sold for $49, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $40.56. I paid $6 for this suit at a Salvation Army on a half-off day, so my total profit was $34.56. I don't usually source H&M from thrift stores, but the fact that this was a full suit and that both the jacket and the pants were in the same size and it was a relevant style, I thought it'd be worthwhile. The next item to sell was a Free People Beach Camilla tie-dye oversized t-shirt dress size small. It sold for $26. After eBay's fees, I received $21.20. I paid $4 for this dress on a half-off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $17.20. The last eBay sale for the 18th was vintage 80s Adriana Papel green jacquard brocade silk skirt suit size 10. It sold for $40, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $33.73. I paid $7 for this skirt suit on a half-off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $26.73. On to my last day of sales, Saturday the 19th. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 1 Mercari sale. The first Poshmark sale was an Arc'teryx brown checked shirt size extra large. It sold for $20. After Poshmark's fees, I received $16. I paid $3 for this shirt at a discounted price at Goodwill, so my total profit was $13. I did not realize until I photographed this item that it had sort of like surface stains that you can only see in certain lighting. But even then, this shirt sold in less than a day. And for my full asking price, Arc'teryx, absolute bolo. The next item to sell was a Keds and Rifle Paper Company Floral Menagerie Rubber Chelsea Boots size 8. They sold for $40, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $32. I paid $10 for these boots at Goodwill, so my total profit was $22. I'd heard from other channels that Rifle Paper Company collaboration with Keds can do well. However, from what I've seen, most of the lace-up shoes and sneakers tend to only sell for anywhere from $20 to $30. And at the price point that I typically pick up shoes, which is anywhere from $10 to $15, it's not really a huge profit margin for me. But when I saw these rubber boots, I thought they probably sell for a little bit more. I checked the comps, and sure enough, they did. So I picked them up, and they sold fairly quickly, less than a week. The last sale was on Mercari. It was a Honey Love black lift-wear tank size large, new with tags. It sold for $65. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, since I offer free shipping on Mercari, I received $51.11. I paid $6 for this tank at a charity resale shop, so my total profit was $45.11. I had never heard of this label before, but I checked comps and sell-through rate was over 100%. I currently have another style in red. We'll see how long that one takes to sell. But so far, less than a month. It's time to tally up my sales. First, I'm going to explain how much I made on each platform individually, and then all of my platforms together. Starting with Poshmark, my total sales was 24 items that sold for $943. After Poshmark's fees, I received $749.90. I paid $139.95 in cost of goods for those items, so my total profit on Poshmark was $609.95. On Depop, I sold 2 items for $51.50. After Depop's fees and the cost to ship the items, I received $33.79. I paid $3.96 for the items that sold, so my total profit on Depop was $29.83. On Mercari, I sold a single item for $65. After the cost to ship the item and Mercari's fees, I received $51.11. I paid $6 for that item, so my total profit was $45.11. On eBay, I sold 8 items for a total revenue of $351. After eBay's fees, I received $292.59. My cost of goods for the items that sold on eBay was $48.50, so my total profit on eBay was $244.09. In total this week, I sold 35 items. So in terms of volume of sales, I sold more than last week. My total revenue was $1,410.50. After the fees associated with the platforms and the cost to ship some of the items, I received $1,127.39. My cost of goods for all items that sold this week was $198.41, so my total profit for the week is $928.98. I was hoping to also break $1,000 this week in profit, but I am perfectly satisfied with 900 and some. I really do think that Poshmark Promoted Closet had a big part to play in it. I think that I am going to cautiously hold on to promoted closets, just because so far it appears to be worth it. Thank you so much for being here and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, and of course subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a video. It really helps out my humble channel. I'd also love to hear from you. What was your best sale of the week? I hope you made fantastic profits. If not this week, I sure hope you get that next week. I hope you have a fantastic sales week. And until next time, see ya. Welcome to the THERESTYLEPHILE Rant Corner. While I have had a pretty strong sales week, I also feel that something that was on the uptick this week was offers. And not fantastic offers. I can't help but feel that I received like 20 $10 offers. I don't mind a $10 offer on an item that's, say, $15 or $18 or even $20. But when I receive $10 offers on items that I have listed at 50 or 75 or anything like that, I totally understand people who get personally offended. Every reseller has their own sort of strategy when it comes to how do you respond to lowball offers. There's people who go completely on emotion and block people. I've heard of people who counter for $1 above what their current listing price is, which is petty and a little funny. I either completely ignore it, don't even decline it, just because I'd love for whenever anyone sees my item for them to see the purple banner on Poshmark that says the item currently has an offer, in which case I'm hoping that'll entice other buyers to potentially bid on the item. But in this case, I had the opening ceremony dress that I sold this week, and I had it listed at $50. When this person liked the item, they received an offer for $45 and $5.95 shipping from FLYP. They countered with $14. And of course, first reaction was, ow. But then I thought, I actually don't really like this dress. And opening ceremony dresses don't tend to sell for much. Let's try working with this. So you can see that I then countered $40, to which they countered $18, to which I countered $38, to which they countered $20, to which I countered $32. They said $22. I said $27. They said $23. I said $26. They said $24. And this might have been a little petty of me. I did $25. But this time I was like, if they've invested this much time into it, into making all these counter offers, then that must mean that they really want it. And they ultimately accepted it, which was at about 50% of what my original asking price was. But I feel like I'm a little weird for saying that this interaction was almost fun. Much more so than the people who are offering me $10 on $90 items. On those, I was not willing to, but this particular item I was not crazy about, so I was willing to give it a shot. And it worked out. If you have a particular strategy that you follow when people make offers that you're not happy with, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya.